topgunoptions.com/joinft. That stands for Join Full Throttle. What's Full Throttle? Next Monday night at 8, we kick off a full week of live trading and training here at Top Gun Options. You're going to get actionable weekly options trades out to January of 2019, my strategic mindset for the rest of 2017, all of it, folks. All you need to do is give us your name, email, and actually enter your cell phone number if you want to get blasted some text alerts throughout the week, just like we do with our members. The entire schedule for the week is on this page, so I'm not going to get into it, but it is chock full of value, folks. I'm also going to throw in the OPCL, the Options Pocket Checklist, and the 7-Step Trade Plan. Both of these I strongly recommend that you take a look at before you show up Monday night. So here it is, folks. We only do these full throttle launches a couple times a year, and now's your opportunity. We're going to show you how our folks absolutely crushed it in 2016, how I was one of the only financial professionals to both predict a Trump victory and a market rally, folks. As all the smart money at Goldman Sachs and Citi were saying, Hillary's got it, and if Trump wins, it's the end of the stock market as we know it. They were completely wrong. All right, enough of that stuff. Again, go.topgunoptions.com/joinft, or the other URL that works is full-throttle, and that's easy enough. I'll post the link on my Facebook page and also on my Twitter account, WizCheck6, the number 6. All right, here we go. Folks, this is really slow news day yesterday. I just can't stand the liberal media. Come next week, folks, I got my flamethrower ready. First of all, they tell you, CNN, for example, looks in the camera and says, we're not even going to talk about the Susan Rice unmasking story because it's not news. CNN is telling you what is news and not news, and they are doing their best to cover up what is the biggest scandal since Watergate, that a president or his closest advisors were spying on a presidential candidate and then the president-elect. Are you kidding me that this is not a story? But anyway, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Susan Rice was not alone in unmasking Trump. So here's a massive story, folks. What's this have to do with trading? Everything, folks. The market doesn't like uncertainty, right? And if we feel that this deep state and our FBI and intelligence agencies, the alphabet soup of intelligence agencies, aren't trustworthy, what the hell is that going to do to capitalism, man? Now we really have turned into a Russia. So more on that story next week. But this is also was kind of a non-story yesterday, except for the fact that Trump, and folks, I'm not just an Obama basher. I'll be a Trump basher as well. That's the difference between liberals and conservatives. Conservatives, we nail our folks if they're off course. Liberals, they just nod their heads and say he's never off course, or she, right? But yesterday, horrific gas attack in Syria. Trump on collision course with Putin after Moscow denies they were behind it. Well, somebody was, folks. And actually, who's behind it? Obama. His freaking red line was written in sand, right? You use chemical weapons, Assad, I'm coming after you. And like a wuss, he did nothing. So the blood of these people that died in Syria is on Obama's hands as he's in Tahiti away from the press, right? As Susan Rice gets, actually she's not getting excoriated. She went on, a friendly MSNBC and took some softball questions, folks. This stuff's getting dangerous, man. Why am I taking a lot of time on this? Because out here in the white space is what's going to bring this market down. North Korea launched another bottle rocket yesterday, literally as President Xi's getting ready to land in Palm Beach here, I think tomorrow, just north of me. Seriously? So now President Xi's got egg on his face coming with this to this meeting with Trump. How is this going to end? This madman will use nuclear weapons. And I don't care what the intelligence community say, like, oh, he's a couple years away from, putting on a vehicle. They've been wrong about a lot of shit lately, folks, and they're not exactly very trustworthy right now. And you don't need to put it on a delivery vehicle, such as a missile. You put it on a freighter, a Malaysian freighter, and you pull it into San Francisco and you light it off, or Seattle, or San Diego, or all three of those places. So, folks, how does this end? Okay, that's what we're going to talk about next week as well. It ain't going to end with Trump backing down. He's allegedly going to be telling President Xi that, you know what, if you're not going to sit on your crazy cousin, we're going to do it for you. And it's not going to end with this dude backing down. I mean, he's lighting off missiles on purpose as these two get ready to meet. So you got to watch this, folks, because it's only going to get worse. Okay. What's this have to do with trading? Everything. We're having this euphoria rally today. You know, we talked about this in my live trade briefs, and we'll talk about this in accelerated retirement at 1 o'clock today. We bounced off this 50-day. We predicted this, had some good weekly options trades. I said we're going to bounce off this 50-day. We did. And we're also bouncing on just blistering ADP numbers. The Trump effect, right? ADP employment surges to highest since 2014 as manufacturing hiring spree continues. What were the numbers? ADP was predicting a 184 print. We got 263. Now, obviously, folks, and we got a big revision down, to be honest with you. That's getting buried in the, in the financial media here. 298. So let's just round up and say 300,000 down to 250,000. That's kind of a 10% reduction there. It's a big miss out of ADP, big revision downward, but who cares? Guys, a blistering 263 is good and it's bad. It's good because it's a blistering 263, but it's also semi-bad because now what? Also today we're going to get the Fed minutes from the last meeting. But folks, if we're blistering here, this definitely gives Janet more air support to do what? Keep raising interest rates and maybe even dial up a couple more this year. So we'll talk about that more at 1 o'clock and also next week in our Full Throttle program. But folks, this blistering jobs number and the market pop in here has smashed the VIX down to a 10 handle. I covered this also in my live trading session the other day. Let's take a look at VIX here. The resting heart rate really has been in 11 lately. Let's go to the 3-month chart. So check this out. 11, there's your 11. There's your resting heart rate. And every time we get a pop up to 13, we had 13 the other day. What did I say, folks, in my live trading session? I said, get short vol here. You can sell vol. When vol's cheap, you buy it. 11. When it's expensive, you sell it. Now vol's back down to 11 handle with deep state, with North Korea lighting off nuclear missiles, with all the bad going on. I'd be throwing on some nice trades here. Also, just sent out a weekly options alert about 30 minutes ago. I tried to get filled at 85. I got filled at 75 cents. Look at this. I sold another bear call spread into this pop to 23.90, 23.95. It's already down to 45 cents. Look at that. So for my weekly options traders who got this trade, we're already up $450. That's a 30% gain in 30 minutes. Love it. And I'm still holding the 2370, 2375, folks. I believe by Friday, if we know that ADP was blistering with the Friday jobs report, we already kind of know it's going to be blistering. So it might be a kind of a sell into the close or a wallow into Friday, especially with the meetings Thursday, Friday with Trump. I don't see any groundbreaking announcement coming out of that. Like, hey, we solved North Korea and we solved trade. So I sold into this pop, and if you're one of my members, you're up $450, 40% in literally 30 minutes, guys. So there's a nice bottle of wine, folks. I think the next leg up, folks. The first quarter going to be awesome earnings. I said this yesterday in the primary live trade brief, didn't I, folks? I said Q1, and I swear to God, I believe the Wall Street Journal is a TGO member, because this is what everything in this article I said, and this article was in this morning's thing, so it's not like the other way around. I said we're going to have great Q1 earnings, and this is the first time in a while, and Wall Street Journal saying the strongest quarter since 2011. Now, I didn't pick a year. I just said this is going to be the best quarter in a while. So the bias is up here, folks. I really am cautiously bullish, a little bit short-term, neutral, and selling into those bear call spreads into the weekly, so we can make some nice quick strike cash. This iron condor, so I have this bull put spread and this bear call spread up right now. I think net it's down about $1,000, but if this thing hits, if we thread the needle, if we get below 2370, which we're already starting to give back most of this rally, this iron condor makes about $3,300 on $4,300 in risk. So I'll debrief this next week. Jamie Dimon, very interesting shareholder letter. It sounded, to be honest with you, like he was running for president. I mean, he was Trump. Jamie Dimon warned something is wrong with the U.S. Thanks, Jamie. When you're making $30 million a year or $60 million, whatever your bonus was, you can say something like that. But he was Trump's first call to be, was it Treasury or Commerce? Whatever it was, he was the first call, and Jamie said, "What are you, nuts? I make more money doing this." But he also kind of said, and if I was going to do something, I'd run for president. And everybody kind of laughed. He laughed in the room, but he might be serious here. So he and I'll talk about this as well next week at Full Throttle, because it's interesting that, here we go with this hope and change rally, the hope that Trump's going to get stuff done, and then we're going to go up on hopefully getting his change, gutting Franken-Dodd, infrastructure spending, the Fed raising interest rates, which is great for financials. Hopefully all that stuff, really turns around. So interesting letter out of Jamie Dimon. If you get a chance, take a look at the article on Zero Hedge. But really happy with what's going on here, folks. Now it's up $500. This $525, our bear call spread. So hopefully my weekly options members got that one. That's almost a 50% gain in 35, 40 minutes. Very, very nice trade. Sold into that pop. And hell, man, if you got filled on this, why not take that 50% gain in 40 minutes right now? If this is all Greek to you and who the hell's this guy, and it sounds like he needs another cup of coffee, you're right. I'm going to go. No, I can't head to Starbucks. I can't. I'm not supporting those guys. I need you to head to go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle, and you can grab your slot for next week. I'll put it up on our Facebook page, the Top Gun Options Facebook page, and also my Twitter feed. Make sure you're following me there at WizCheck6. Okay, that's it right there. At WizCheck6, the number 6. So I'll put it up there, and then I'll also put it on our Top Gun Options Facebook page. Full Throttle is industry leading, folks. It's a great program. And hey, man, a full week of live trading and training, even if you don't become a member by the end of the week, you're going to learn a lot. Okay. And if you don't like political discussions with your trading, don't sign up. But if you don't see that this market is is mainly being driven around like a wheelbarrow based on politics, you're nuts, and you're not trading correctly. Obviously, the bounce today is on ADP, but We'll take a look at it, okay? Again, go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle, and we should be good to go. Go.topgunoptions.com. That would be a comma, Wiz. topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Here we go. And it redirects to /join-FT, join Full Throttle. So that's what my techie does. All right, guys, I got to go. Sorry that I'm rambling. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I'll be back with Thursday's market SITREP tomorrow. So we'll see you.